internet web browser simulations of the EthiSizer AI. But wait, what is the EthiSizer AI? The EthiSizer AI is a super ethical global governor, or planet Earth's digital twin, which uses the entire Earth ethic, thanks to the meta-science of EthiCult, in which all systems are reduced to their simpler entities, fractal holon partons, and you end up with a personal ethics score on your smartphone app, thanks to EthiCult. So here's a planetary web simulation. We can see there, as the news unfolds, different ethical or unethical events happening in different nations around the world, and the EthiSizer gives each of these events a personal ethics score, plus for ethical, minus score for unethical, and monitors the personal ethics score of every of the 195 nations on Earth. So you can monitor with the live feed all of the events that the EthiSizer AI Global Governor is monitoring. Green means a positive PES, red means negative. Here's another representation of the EthiSizer Earth's digital twin. There's all 195 nations of Earth, one whole unit, one globe, but you will notice many of those nations have personal ethics scores that are in the red because the EthiSizer is offline. There's no EthiSizer intervention. Now we've turned it on, and what you will soon see is the 195 nations all start behaving more ethically as their personal ethics scores move from the red to the amber and finally to the green. The goal is one singular globe of 195 nations, one fractal holon parton operating in harmony, so no more wars, poverty, terror, unethical stuff. There we go. And you can clearly see all 195 nations are now in the green, behaving ethically as one unit, all the 195 nations integrating upward into the whole Earth or entire Earth ethic. Now let's turn it offline again. So if we switch the EthiSizer Global Governor off pretty soon, we will start to see some of these 195 countries start behaving unethically. There's the EthiSizer at the core of it all, that blue sphere. Now we see some amber nations and some red nations doing unethical things. Definitely not optimal, definitely not a fully ethical world. So, of course, this was always been the goal of the United Nations. Now let's turn the EthiSizer back online, and once again we will see those unethically behaving nations shift their personal ethics scores back to the amber and into the green, which is a far more desirable outcome. There we go. One unified globe, all nations cooperating and not competing or conflicting, such as going to war. So, among other things, a solution to world peace in the EthiSizer AI super ethical global governor. All 195 nations in the green. There we go. The EthiSizer, Earth's digital twin. Thanks to EthiCult. Visit the EthiSizer blog for more information how you can get involved. More information on the EthiSizer in these texts. More information on the meta science of EthCult in these works. So how can you get involved and make the world a more ethical place? You can build your own EthiSizer simulators and smartphone apps and games. Everyone's welcome to jump in and help make the world a more ethical place. Visit the EthiSizer weblog for more information. And help promote the entire Earth ethic for the good of everyone and everything on the Earth. For more information, visit the EthiSizer blog. Here's a quick example of an EthiSizer personal ethics score minigame. And in this little web browser, free web browser minigame, you get to choose between various options in different ethical scenarios. There's a screenshot of the web browser game. Let's have a quick look at a demo. Here's the first question. You find a wallet in a shared office. What should you do? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Whoops, wrong decision. That was minus 10 PES points. And the EthiSizer explains why that was not the most ethical choice. Here's another one. There's a loud neighborhood party. What do you do? Decision theory. Pick one. And let's see what it does to your personal ethics score, or PES. Whoops, another bad decision. Minus 55 PES, etc. So we can see life's much easier when you outsource the global conscience. Whoops, minus 85 PES points. Anyway, play that game and you soon get a sense of how the EthiSizer works. So the 3 key stages of the EthiSizer is video games first, then EthiSizer apps, and finally global deployment of the EthiSizer Global Governor. And for more, please visit the EthiSizer blog. Thank you.